All right. I mentioned previously that um, before the actual processing, the the ways of data analysis and machine learning splits. Okay, so we have one direction for the actual data analysis or the further procedures in data analysis, and another direction for machine learning purposes. Okay, but in both of those ways, we can see concepts of data analytics. Okay, so data analysis is somewhat like data analytics, but okay, let me go back here. Right. So here, when we perform data analysis here, we are doing so within the context of our intended application and our setting. Okay. So when we have a specific setting and purpose, like we have this certain kind of business, then we have that specific type of analytics, okay? More like business analytics, right? So in our case, our more concern is on the machine analytics. Like we are concerned with machines, not the business. Okay. So either way, the concepts of data analytics are in play. Okay, whether we split out from the typical data analysis path or we stayed there, uh, we still follow several concepts. Okay. First, data analytics is the process of using data, tools, and techniques to analyze large sets of data to find patterns and trends to make better decisions. Because that's the ultimate goal. That's why we have data analysis or we do machine learning because we want our robots or our system to make better decisions on our behalf, improve processes, and create a competitive advantage. Okay, so the process is very much like the same. We have data acquisition system, maybe through our sensors and IoT, and then we generate big data from it. Okay, then we perform data mining that could include sensor fusion and feature extraction, and out of that we can create a certain model. Okay, so that model can be used for decision support or for control application. So our more the one that's more appropriate for us or more related to us is the control application. Okay, although bonus if we can also have decision support through the user interface of our robotic system. Okay, so two reasons that we make use of data analytics, either for our decision support or for control application. And data analytics could be categorized as either descriptive, predictive, or prescriptive. So overview, just an overview, descriptive, we are basically describing what has happened. Okay, what happened. Okay, based on our data, we can say, okay, this is what happened. But predictive analytics, we are saying what might happen. Okay, so we are given historical or past data. With that, we analyze that, we generate, we draw patterns from it and formulate insights so that we can know what might happen. Okay, so this is important in machine learning. This is actually the analytics being applied in machine learning, or at least closely related to machine learning. So we make prediction out of past data so that we can know what might happen. We can do the necessary actions before it happens, okay, or before it worsens, or before, of course, to stop it from happening. Okay. So if we level it up, we can come up with prescriptive analytics. This is where the decision support actually comes in. If your goal is to create a decision support, then prescriptive is a more appropriate one. But if you're okay with predictive, then that is usually used in control application. Okay. So basically, the difficulty or the level of complexity is this way. The lowest is descriptive, the moderate is predictive, and the most complex one is prescriptive. That's why I said this is optional. Decision support is optional, especially if you are concerned with the um, of course, with the business aspects or any data-driven decision making that must be done. Okay, but if you're just focused on the control application, then the predictive analytics will do already. Okay, so with that, we now introduce the term artificial intelligence because it helps us either perform our control application or come up with our decision or intelligent decisions. Okay. Um, by the way, okay, let me restate that. With the help of AI, we can now better perform, or are the robots can now better perform control application and come up with intelligent decisions on its own. Okay, so what is AI in the first place? Artificial intelligence is a wide-ranging branch of computer science concerned with building smart machines capable of performing tasks that typically require human intelligence. So they are from smart machines, they now become intelligent machines because we are incorporating um, something that mimics human intelligence. Okay, and some popular commercial technologies are Amazon's Alexa, Google's Assistant, Microsoft's Cortana, um, Apple Siri, and Samsung's Bixby. I'm not sure if these are still um, being utilized, or maybe they have transformed into something else, right? So basically, just like what we had regarding analytics, when we talk about AI, we basically need data, okay? Especially big data. So from out of big data, we extract into class and objects, okay? And that will be translated by our AI algorithm or model. Okay, so that when new data, for example, the robot starts to perform or operate, whenever there's a new data that is being inputted to the AI model, the AI will come up with a certain um, uh, action or decision. Okay, so some AI technologies are purely reactive, meaning they can act only based on our inputs. Some have limited memory, and then some can actually implement the theory of mind. Okay, this type of AI having the capacity to understand thoughts. Okay, and leveling it up, they can be self-aware. Okay, so we have different AI technologies. In our robots, we can have AI technologies that will improve the sensing features of our robots. Okay, especially regarding computer vision for the sense of sight, meaning we are giving the robot the ability to understand what it sees around its environment, including the people interacting to it. Okay. Audio processing, of course, to understand what it hears through the microphone built into it. Okay. At the same time, AI can be in the form of something for comprehending. Okay. We have the what the one of the dominating AI technologies nowadays, the NLP. Um, or natural language processing. We're going to talk about that in the next module, as well as for computer vision. So, for robotics, I personally believe computer vision and NLP are now two essential AI technologies that we must incorporate in our robotic systems to make them more intelligent and, of course, useful, right? So, As you can see, we have this paradigm. The bigger umbrella or the superset among all is AI. Okay, so part of AI, many many AI technologies can be considered machine learning. Okay, so they have something to do with acting. And machine learning is basically a subset of AI that includes abstruse statistical techniques. So that's why I said we perform data analysis, something like this, right? We perform these things, okay, this first half, okay, to come up with our what we call ML model, machine learning models. Okay, so we use statistical techniques, especially things like regression, to enable machines to improve a task with experience. So they are not improving based on our instructions or what we explicitly command them, but they are improving using data. Okay. And of course, the more they experience, the more they operate and capture data from the environment or from humans and other systems, the more they understand better and improve themselves. Okay. And a specific part of machine learning is what we call deep learning. So this is the subset of machine learning composed of algorithms that permit software to train itself to perform tasks like speech and image recognition. So this is the specific AI technology that we are um, aspiring to include in our robotic systems. We want our robot to be able to understand and generate speech. At the same time, we want them to see the world and understand it. Of course, to improve what they can do. Okay, and we in deep learning, this is a type of machine learning that involves neural networks because neural networks handle vast amounts of data. And you're going to see that maybe in the next module, right? So for now, let's understand that machine learning is the study of computer algorithms that automatically improve through experience, meaning our historical data, and focuses on the development of computer programs that can access data and use it to learn for themselves. So still using data, using past data or historical data, our robots can use it to learn for themselves, learn to improve, okay? To better meet the requirements or to improve what they can do. Okay. And IoT is a crucial enabling technology here. So it enables real-time data collection from interconnected devices and sensors. So like what we discussed in the previous module, providing machine learning models with rich, continuous data streams to optimize sustainability initiatives across various sectors. So the more the robot performs data acquisition through and collects it through IoT, the more the robot learns and the more um, it gets to improve what it does. Okay? So it gets to learn new things and understand the world better. Okay? So some of the technologies that use machine learning are these. Okay, so kindly check, right? So I think we continue this one with the uh, um in the next video, right?